Hello, I'm Afiniki Akanet, author of Life Without Coffee, Choosing Happiness Over Stress. Today I'm going to be reading from page 77 of Life Without Coffee. Even with a simple thing like getting used to a new phone, I realized that I could dislike and complain about my phone for the next few months, or try to understand and get the best of it, get the best out of it while I have it. After all, I chose to have it. I could choose to not use a mobile phone at all, or to buy a better one. There is always a choice. So next time you complain about something or lose sleep about it, spare a moment to list your options. Is it worth losing sleep over? And what are the other options? Is it worth any sacrifices? If so, what is enough and what is too much? For example, I would easily miss a few parties for the sake of my medical career, but I would not risk the health of my unborn child for medicine if I felt that a stressful, high risk job was threatening my health as a pregnant woman. There are always ways to make life more enjoyable, but it sometimes boils down to making sacrifices. You cannot attend all those parties and still have the time with your children that you spend with your friends. If spending time with your children is a priority, you can always cut down on your expenses and work part-time. I did this at different points in my career when I felt my babies needed more of my time. You can also cut down on your social activities or involve your children in them if possible. This just means that you cannot do it all, but you can definitely have it all. Knowing myself has also helped me in juggling my business, career, and family. I have taken time to understand what makes business enjoyable for me, what makes family life great, and what I like about working as a doctor. I try to do my best in whatever I'm doing with the resources I have, but I also set several small targets and have big dreams with realistic expectations so that I can achieve lots without feeling stressed and unhappy. It may take longer sometimes, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Life is not a race, and I am not in competition with anyone. Just saying this last sentence out loud is sometimes enough to relieve any stress so that you are able to enjoy your blessings and use your time more effectively. This book is about managing stress, managing our time better. And I think this is one of the best points in the book, realizing that we're not in competition. Everybody has their own race. And when we realize that, we can sit down and take stock and decide what sacrifices we're willing to make, what things are important to us, and what things we really want to achieve. Because there's no point in me saying I want to achieve A or B, same as my colleague, but not willing to make the sacrifices it takes to achieve those things. Nothing good comes easy. But then if the thing that we're talking about is not that worth that much to me, then any sacrifice would sound too much because I don't really want it. So knowing yourself, knowing what's important to you, knowing what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to do to achieve your goals helps a lot in managing your stress so that you're not just caught up in a cycle of trying to keep up with what others are doing, trying to keep up with expectations of others when really that's not going to contribute in any way to your happiness or your vision for your life. I hope that today's reading will trigger some reflection for you so that you can use this time to see what sacrifices and what choices you need to be making, and realizing that we always have options. It's either we accept things as they are and carry on, or think about what the other options are and what it involves going with the other options and deciding whether it's something we want to do. Thank you for listening. As usual, I love to hear your comments. Please feel free to send emails as well through my website. Have a lovely day. Stay strong. Stay connected.